Hi, my name is Tunisha Thomas, and I am the greeter team lead here at Bayside for the 8:30 service. It is such an honor to be here to share my story and to just share how amazing God has moved in my life. I first started greeting at my previous church back in Middletown, New York. I was a greeter on the greeter team there, and I served in that area for 5 years. So when my family and I started vacationing to Florida in the Sarasota area, I already knew where I wanted to serve. So my family and I, we visited Bayside for the first time during their Easter service. April 20th of 2019. And as we drove into the parking lot, I just knew that's where we wanted to be. As I saw the sea of blue shirts, the people in the parking lot waving their orange, I guess you would call it a baton, I said, oh my gosh, this is awesome. It reminded me of my church back in Middletown, New York. But the magic began for me when we approached the doors and I saw all the greeters in their blue shirts. I looked to the back seat to my son. I said, that's where I'm going to serve when I get here. So I just made a confirmation for myself and to my family that when I get here, I'm not going to be idle. I'm going to jump right into serving. And as soon as we walked through the doors, we were greeted by Alicia Murphy. She introduced herself and she personally escorted us to the East Auditorium, and she motioned to an usher to help find us some seats. And it was the most amazing experience. It was beyond what I ever imagined. And from that point on, we decided, you know what? We're going to make the move and we're going to come to Bayside. We're going to come to Florida. Unfortunately, with COVID, a lot of that was put on hold, but God was good and He gave us the green light to make that move in September of 2021. And that's when it all came together for me. We moved here to Lakewood Ranch September 15th of 2021. And I enrolled in the one-day growth track September 18th of 2021. I still had boxes all over the place and I wasn't settled in my environment, but I knew that if I didn't make the decision to jump in, get connected, and get involved right away, that I was going to delay in doing what I promised God I would do when I arrived here. In January 20th, I decided to be a part of the greeter team and I served in that role. And in September, I was asked to become a leader. And while hearing the word leader was great, it was nice that that type of promotion was being offered to me. The first thing that entered my heart was fear. Fear seized me, and I was like, oh my gosh, to lead a group, to be out in the open, I don't want that kind of attention. And then I had to stop and say, but God, if I have the opportunity to further reflect the love, the heart, and the light of Christ, then I am going to bind the spirit of fear and I'm going to ask for the Holy Spirit to loose that spirit of courage upon me. So that's what I did, and I accepted that role. And I got to tell you, God has shown up every single time I needed to lead my group. When I was at a loss for words, He filled my mouth with the words that I needed to speak. So I just ask you, what is God asking you to do? What has God promised you? He's faithful. He will not fail you. He will be with you every step of the way. We were not designed to live life in isolation, but to be a part of a loving community. So if God is moving upon your heart and saying, get involved, do it now. We only have this moment. So please use every opportunity to shine your light, to spread the love of God. Sit at the feet of Jesus. Let Him speak those secret things into your heart, and let Him minister to you and show you where you need to minister to others. God bless you. Thank you for listening to this testimony, and I'll see you serving soon.